hacks of AI. Northern AI. Bit of light in the noise.
Perfect. Right, let's move on to something a little less edible. Next up, we've got our AI hacks.
AI hack of the week. Steal something like you mean it.
Right. So this is the segment of the show where we're going to give you an AI hack that we think will instantly make you an AI legend. So the hack of the week that we're going to talk about this week is what I'm going to call voicing. So in the old world of using AI, it was all about kind of prompt, role, purpose. And I think that's quite a scary concept for everybody. But AI has got a lot smarter now. It's very good at automatically understanding what to create, what to do. The trick is to use your mic and word vomit into it, stream your consciousness, and get out of it. Now, you spoke earlier, Phil, didn't you, about creating the first tutors for your daughter. It wasn't complex prompting. It was really heavily giving it what you wanted. Do you use the mic?
All the time. I mean, God, I'm always I'll start a thread. I'll be working on ChatGPT or whatever. I'll have a work thread, and I'll be sat there thinking I'm sick of being sat at the computer now, and I'll take my phone. If there's no one in the house, I'll take my phone. I'll jump on the same thread on the coffee table downstairs, and I'll continue having a chat, which is just that's one of my hacks when I'm like working with people. I'll say, do that because it frees you from the drudgery of a computer with a screen, and it gives you that break to think differently about whatever you were doing, and it's like seamless. Although sometimes it thinks I'm Welsh. Is it a northern thing? Is it a northern accent?
I don't know what it is. But
you know what? Let's see if Holly can find out for us while we're on the show by end of the show. Holly, can you find out why, when we talk into AI, does it come out Welsh?
I think it's because one of your settings is auto, and then I think that it picks you up. Obviously, I
think it's like a northern thing. I find it's most common amongst us northerners. It's confusing our dulcet tones.
I've had it because I had it twice, and then I could put my best English. Queen's English voice, it still did it. I think it's a weird glitch, but you can change your language detection from auto to English, and that gets rid of it.
Louis, what about you? Are you a voicer? Are you into voicing, Louis?
In terms of the way I talk to you. No, totally. I think we've said it. I think it's well known you get better results when you give AI better context. And you'd probably know it yourself and try and type. You kind of, it almost limits what you say and you're too precious. Whereas actually, and I do it all the time, just talking at it for as long as I can, give it everything that comes to mind, you just get much, much better results actually. So I do it all the time. And also, God, I'm a rubbish typer. I'm way too slow. It takes forever.
Yeah.
Louis has I'll be honest with you, Louis has one of the creepiest, weirdest Inspector Gadget like voice. Louis always done like WhatsApp voice notes and emails. Like, holds it really close. It's like, hello, yes. Please send an email to gene_.com, space. And I'm just like, and even as he's like, hello, how do you do?
Because I talk out punctuation as well. The kids write it.
Full stop, comma, semicolon,
new paragraph. The kids come in, if they hear me, they'll know, hi dad, comma, new paragraph.
So why is voice important? And just in the same way as using AI is important, because everything in the future for all of us, right? I think using, engaging, interacting with AI is how all software will be used. It's how we'll do our jobs because it's efficient and generally it can help us to communicate what we actually want better. So it does make a difference. So here's a kind of 5 or 6 things that I would think about when it comes to, things to work through when you're using your voice. So number 1 is if you're using ChatGPT or any of the kind of popular AI models on the internet, there's always a little microphone button in the chat box. And all you've got to do is press it, it'll open up, and you just start talking. And you just stream your consciousness into it. Tell it what you want. It might just be something small at first, but build up and do more and more and more. The second one to have a little think about is on iPhones now, you have the ability to hit the voice recorder, and what it'll actually do is start transcribing. One of the challenges that I'm having at the moment is, because I've started to like heavily talk to it, is if I'm like 5 minutes in or 10 minutes in and all of a sudden the transcription errored, I'll lose the whole thing. And I can tell you now, I have zero desire to go back and do it. It's the most frustrating thing. And has it happened to you?
Yeah. I had it in a field in the middle of Newcastle Racecourse.
We're talking about AI, sorry.
Yeah.
Time to start sharing personal stories.
No, that's a voicing podcast. No, but we had a load of like assistants sort of running, and people were trying to voice note the GPTs had built them, and they had shit connectivity. Excuse my French. So we had to divert to voice notes exactly like that, capture, then bush it in because people were doing exactly the same.
Much better. So you've got talk into it just using the text. You've got creating a voice note because it'll transcribe it and you can throw it in. Number 3, if you get a little bit more confident, right? I use it a lot when I'm driving. Is in fact, you can store it as an app on your phone. Just go, hey Siri, open ChatGPT voice. It'll open up and you can just start having it gives you that wonderful screaming opener, but you start having a chat with him. What I'll do on my way to work is I'll just bounce ideas off it, chat back and forth. Hey, ChatGPT.
Hey, Kenny. Nice to hear from you as always. What can I help you out with today?
Can you just bring to life the different talking points we could have, just explaining why voice interaction with AI is so much more powerful than just typing?
Absolutely, I can do that. So imagine laying it out like this. One big point is how natural and fluid it feels to just talk. When you're speaking, you add layers of context and nuance that might not show up if you were just typing. Plus, it's usually quicker to get your thoughts out, so you end up giving the AI more to work with, and it can understand you on a more human level. So we can definitely run through all those talking points and just paint a picture of why voice really makes that interaction so much richer.
Perfect. Would you be so kind as to turn that into a written outline for me that I can send to Louis and Holly?
Of course. Let me put that together for you. So here's a quick outline you can share.
And when I get to work, I just open my chat window and then I just start turning them into emails, outlines, or whatever I wanted. And then I suppose that the final one really is just once you're getting comfortable with those things is most people will tell you that prompts need to be short and specific. That's maybe the case with a prompt, but if you're contexting as much as you can, I'll sometimes spend genuinely 45 minutes flushing out an idea, a concept, like different directions, hopes, fears, craziness, and then I'll capture that and I'll put it in. So get comfortable with it, but then really start going to town. Give it some heavy duty things that you want to do and it'll make a massive difference. You actually are using voicing for coding, aren't you, Louis? How has AI helped you to do your coding? And then secondly is how much of that is now not even typing, it's just giving it an instruction?
Yeah, oh, totally. Well, so the thing is, you get better results, anything that you code in, if it doesn't just jump into giving you the code. So sometimes you might say, I want to build this and I want X, Y, or Z, and then ChatGPT or any of the LLMs, they're desperate. Here's the code, here's the code, here's the code. So instead, I just say to it, right, I've got an idea for a feature that I want. I want to have a lengthy conversation about it. I say, I want you to talk me through all the pros and cons or possible ways of approaching it. I want you to tell me things that I've not thought about. And so literally I'm talking like this to it. Here's my idea. I want it to do this. What have I not thought of? What are the edge cases? What could break? Before we do it, talk me through the different options for coding it. You know, what should the database structure be? So, yeah, and actually, can I reuse some stuff I've got if I shared some, some other functions and things? So I literally just talk like that, and then I use it as a sparring partner. We'll have a to and fro conversation for a while before it gives me any code. And then right at the end, I'll say to it, actually, before you do anything, and now I want you to just give me a really detailed spec, and we're going to follow the spec. Yeah. So literally, I'm spending time as though I was working with a senior engineer in a business, having a conversation. That's how I use it.
How many windows do you sometimes have running at any one moment in time, Louis? How many AI flows have you got banging on?
Sometimes I get a little bit impatient. I've got a few things on the go, so I'll have a few different windows open. I'll have different things going on in different ones and waiting for them. And
do it now, or I'll give it to Claude. But that tip there, I think that works for any kind of engagement you have, because it is that eager puppy thing, and it's always trying to give you the answer. in any engagement with it to go, look, let's have the conversation until we're both happy we've got enough information to proceed.
Yeah.
And that's like, so many people don't know that,
Don't do that.
but it makes such all that difference.
And on top of that, the one little tip you always got to tell it is, you give it an idea that you want some feedback on, you got to tell it, be super critical, be extra critical. Otherwise, it tells you you're brilliant and it loves everything that you come up with.
Amazing. All right, so a challenge for everybody at home. Pick one problem that you've been putting off. Whatever it is, what you want to do at the weekend, something that's really getting you down. Do a good 3-minute voice recording of everything about it that really stresses you out. Throw it in the ChatGPT and ask it to give you 3 ideas about how you might tackle it. And then if you've got, and then ask it to go and do something, right, just write an email or whatever you want out the back of it. So that's voicing. That brings us to the end of part 3. In part 4, Louis going to bring us 5 pieces of not to miss AI news. Until then, keep the faith.
Turn the smoke machine on, love. Let's see who's still breathing.